President Vladimir Putin has gifted Russia something big on his 70th birthday. He has just snatched a huge oil and gas project from the United States of America. Putin signed a decree on the 7th of October that will make Russia take over the operations of ExxonMobil in the Sakhalin-1 oil and gas project. ExxonMobil is an American energy giant. Russia is now the biggest operator of the Sakhalin-1 oil and gas development project located off the coast of Sakhalin Island in Russia's Far East. This takeover from Exxon is yet another one of Vladimir Putin's signature moves to grapple and choke Western energy properties in Russia. Exxon holds a 30% operator stake in Sakhalin-1, while Russian company Rosneft, India's ONGC Videsh, and Japan's Sodeco are its partners. Now, Russia operates Exxon's 30% stake. The Sakhalin-1 fields in the Russian Far East are estimated to contain 4.5 billion barrels of oil and 17 trillion cubic feet of gas. Sakhalin-1 is a valuable non-Middle East source for Japan, which depends on the Middle East for 90% of its crude oil imports. This is what makes this project so valuable for Russia, Japan, and India. Until recently, it was quite lucrative for the United States as well, and ExxonMobil's involvement helped produce 270,000 barrels of oil per day. ExxonMobil has been trying to exit its Russia operations and transfer its role in Sakhalin-1 to a partner since March. It has also reduced energy production and moved staff out of the country. For this, Exxon took an impairment charge of $4.6 billion in April 2022. In August, Putin issued a decree that Exxon said made a financial exit from Sakhalin-1 difficult. According to the latest decree, Putin will establish a company managed by a Rosneft subsidiary to own investors' rights in Sakhalin-1. Japan's Sodeco, which owns a 30% stake in Sakhalin-1 project, avoided any comments. Putin used a similar strategy in July to seize control of the Sakhalin-2, where the United Kingdom's Shell and Japan's Mitsui & Co. and Mitsubishi Corporation were partners. In 2005, India commenced oil and gas production at Sakhalin-1 project. In fact, India's ONGC has a 20% stake in the Sakhalin-1 project. ONGC exports a Russian-grade fuel known as Sokol produced in Sakhalin-1 through tenders. Sokol is mostly bought by North Asian buyers and loaded from South Korea. Indian energy giants ONGC Videsh and BPCL too did not comment on the latest decree by Putin. India is purchasing Russian oil at steep discounts after oil companies and countries in the West sanctioned Russian crude. Putin is also trying to get back at Europe for seizing Russian assets. Germany recently seized 3 Russian oil refineries in an escalation of the energy war with Russia. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said that taking the plants was a far-reaching energy policy decision to protect the country. The EU is also asking Italy to follow suit. The seizure of Russian assets across Europe would have definitely played a big role in motivating Putin to do the same within Russia. Is Russia's takeover of ExxonMobil's assets a far-fetched plan, or is it an act of revenge over the European seizure of Russian energy?